You just need this one video to understand the FTX collapse completely. So stay tuned.
Lately, so much has happened in the crypto industry, right? And at the very center of all of these shenanigans sit FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, and Alameda Research. It's like a movie being played out in front of our eyes, like a crime documentary, having bankruptcy, hack, buyouts, but well, no buyouts, investigations and whatnot. Well, there's actually a documentary being made on this FTX collapse by Oscar-nominated director. And I'm actually not making this up. Hello, hi, namaste, this is Riya Yadav. And today we're covering everything that happened with regards to the FTX collapse and the person behind it, Sam Bankman-Fried. So before we actually start the story of what really happened, let's go over a few facts that will help you understand the context a little bit better. Firstly, Sam Bankman-Fried, also known as SBF, founded Alameda Research in November 2017. Alameda was a trading firm and quickly rose to become a pretty big market maker, which also facilitated OTC trades for many big exchanges. Second, in April 2019, Sam started FTX, a futures trading exchange along with Gary Wang. And Binance was one of the first biggest investors. Third, the token used by FTX is FTT. And FTT had low liquidity, making it very volatile, meaning even small money could easily push the token price up or down.
Okay, so now that you understand these, let's start with the story. It all began when CoinDesk published an article on 2nd November about Alameda's balance sheet. The article stated that a very big percentage of Alameda Research's assets were held in FTT, FTX's token. Around 40% of total assets of Alameda were in FTT. And about 90% of FTT tokens were controlled by Alameda and FTX themselves. All of this raised big concerns about the relationship and working of the two businesses and their potential to manipulate and artificially inflate the value of FTT. And along with all of this, speculation started that user funds of FTX might be funneling to Alameda and being used there. So FTX wouldn't have user funds to give them back if they ask for it. This caused crypto holders to slowly start withdrawing funds from FTX. And the bank run accelerated further because of a few things. Firstly, FTX's reserves of stable coins, ETH, etc. started rapidly decreasing. And Alameda started withdrawing stable coins, ETH and other tokens from other exchanges to send to FTX. Meaning FTX was in distress because of the mass withdrawals that were happening on their platform. Then Caroline, who was the CEO of Alameda, confirmed on Twitter that Alameda balance sheet posted by CoinDesk was actually correct, but it was only a part of it and didn't completely showcase their reserves on the exchange. Now, FUD further shot up when CZ, the CEO of Binance, came onto Twitter and announced that Binance is selling its FTT holding. Now, why and how much of FTT was Binance actually holding? So Binance and FTX had some kind of a falling through earlier, and Binance didn't want to continue the ties with FTX. In 2021, Sam bought back the FTX shares that Binance had purchased in 2019 for $1.5 billion in BUSD and $580 million in FTT. The news of Binance selling FTT further caused panic in the market. This also caused speculation that FTX might dump or delist the BNB2 in retaliation, because of which both the tokens actually plummeted, causing high volatility in the tokens and markets in general. Now, what added fuel to the fire was Caroline's tweet, which was addressed to CZ Binance, saying Alameda would buy Binance's FTT at $22 a token. Now, this caused further speculation that Alameda and FTX were using FTT as collateral for crypto loans, and they feared getting liquidated out of the loans if FTT plummeted, which could happen if Binance actually sells FTT. And speculations are that FTT was also being used as collateral for futures trading at FTX. And maybe after this market panic, Alameda and FTX started selling other crypto holdings too to save FTX, which further caused other cryptos to crash too. And here the rumor started that FTX had paused withdrawals. What happened after this shocked everyone in the industry. CZ announced on Twitter that Binance is buying out FTX to help cover liquidity crunch after due diligence. Imagine the biggest crypto exchange by volume actually buying out one of the top 5 exchanges. Talk about centralization of power. Just how much power CZ alone has. So CZ and Sam both took to Twitter to convey that Binance is buying FTX, and people thought that FTX could now maybe be saved, but not for long. The due diligence happened, and unfortunately, Binance pulled out of the deal because of mishandling of customer funds and alleged US agency investigations. A report from the Wall Street Journal started floating around the same time, which actually indicated that FTX used about $10 billion in customer assets to fund risky bets at Alameda research. On this, Bloomberg had also published a report that US regulators are looking into whether FTX really did mishandle the user funds. Along with this, FTX's balance sheet was in a really bad state. It was found that apparently FTX had an $8 billion hole in the balance sheet, whopping $8 billion. Then, on November 11th, FTX and Alameda Research filed for bankruptcy, and Sam Bankman stepped down as the CEO. The bankruptcy filing reveals a number of internal issues that happened at FTX, including the possibility that the company had not even verified the number of users on its platform and that it doesn't possess an accurate list of bank accounts and account signatories. How was this exchange even running, I wonder? Now that Sam had stepped down, John J. Ray was appointed as the FTX's new CEO. Ray has been involved in cleaning up some of the worst corporate collapses in the US history, including Enron, which we've all heard of, I guess. And even after seeing such bad historical collapses, for FTX he comes and says that he's never seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and a complete absence of trustworthy financial information. Some court filings state that Alameda owes its top 50 creditors over $3 billion. More information on this is yet to come out. And then just after bankruptcy was declared, this same weekend, FTX suffered a hack of around $477 million. Some believe that it's an insider job, someone from FTX who had the access to the cold wallet storage. By the way, the hacker continues to launder this money as we speak. And after all of this played out, Sam took to Twitter to apologize, and he said that he fucked up. He also tried to answer the main question of what really happened at FTX's end in a thread around 30 to 35 tweets which said WHATN. So Sam continued to go on to interviews and Twitter spaces in an attempt to explain his side of the story and mostly whitewash his image. But I don't believe anyone actually bought that story of, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know, I'm just a kid and all. He continued to do this and hide in Bahamas and attend interviews till he recently got arrested. Now let's see what unfolds further in the story. I'll keep you guys posted. But guys, what do you think? Was this actually just a series of mistakes, or was he smart enough to plan this whole thing out? I'm really eager to hear your opinions on the whole damn story. Also guys, I will make detailed video on 2 further topics. Firstly, the sudden rise of FTX and SBF, the history of it all. And second, now what? How will the FTX collapse affect the market? So follow me to stay tuned on these things, and clicking the notification bell really helps you stay up to date and never miss out on the latest happenings in crypto. So do not forget to do that. And that's all for today's video guys. Hope you understood each and every bit that contributed to the FTX collapse. This is me, Ria, signing off. Just one more thing before you guys go. This video contains no financial advice at all, and this is meant for only educational purposes. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.